Hello, friends. I'm here at the Conscious Life Expo, and I have come across Collette Streicher, who is a master Gemini, by the way, not surprising, who's come up with her own new way of thinking through problems, basically. Why don't you explain it for me?
Yes, I'm the founder of a new method in the field of psychology. It's really a quantum leap, and it's a way to actually train your brain to find and neutralize any negative thoughts, beliefs, emotions, memories on specific commands to your brain. So
is this a subconscious healing?
Yes. We find the unconscious blocks, belief system, memories that you have. You don't even have to remember them, but I can give a command to your brain to find it and to neutralize it.
This is like the idea where they say the brain has the power of healing on its own and then it intelligently will. Yes. So you've kind of tapped into that, you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
How did you discover this? What brought you into this idea?
Well, I have 20 years of experience as a licensed psychotherapist and in the cutting edge. So I was studying everything. But the whole story is I got an inheritance and I lost it all in several years. And I realized I really had a problem with money. So I did a retreat on myself and really clear everything I could with all the tools I had. But because I cleared my money blocks, 3 months later, I discovered that method. It was like the answer to 30 years of research and wondering and asking for the best of the best. And I got that. It was like my abundance answer, because now this method is called Manifesting All Possibilities.
Manifesting All Possibilities.
Yes, MAP. And so it allows people to clear their blocks, especially to money. That's why my book is coming out.
That's excellent, and that's what I'd like to go into. So you found that you were blocked to manifesting money, and you started to work through your own blocks, and as a result, you discovered the process of working through blocks.
Yes, exactly.
So is it as simple as the mind is negative, and so it keeps repeating negative manifestations? Is it that simple?
We have programs in our brain that tries to keep us secure and safe. Okay. The brain's only goal is to survive, to help you survive. It is not the goal to thrive.
To thrive, okay.
Not at all.
Right, okay.
So what it does is it will work 24/7 to keep you safe. So the definitions you have in your own mind about who you are, how much money you need or you can afford, or you can allow in your world, those definitions will be really taken extremely seriously by your brain, and your brain will work and do everything it can to bring you back to that definition.
Okay. And so, I've done some positive affirmations, where you say things, and to some degree it feels like I'm lying to myself and it won't stick. How does this differ from that sort of thing?
Yeah, that's exactly the difference, because the conscious mind is only 5% of the deal. 95% is the unconscious. Now your brain has the power of 200 million super processors.
Yeah.
It's like every American having a computer, and that's the power of your brain.
Wow.
But 95% is unconscious, and it's working either for you or against you.
Oh, fascinating. So does this method involve having to go into a subconscious state to work?
No, that's what is really interesting, is that it is not hypnosis. You are completely aware and conscious. You just relax, bring up a memory, like I can treat a phobia in several minutes. We bring up the memory of the phobia, or just the emotion of the phobia, and then giving a command, you observe what's happening and it gently dissolves. Like your fear is literally changing, and you have a cognitive shift, it's called, like you actually begin to see things differently and using your whole brain instead of the frightened brain, instead of the reptilian brain.
Fascinating. So the first thing that comes to my mind as for myself as I listen to this is, I think my brain lies about me being upset about things. Like, I'm such a positive person who grew up in a negative environment that when you sit here and say bring up an emotional trauma, my brain right away goes blank. Like it's designed to not think about that. So how does that work for people like me?
Yes. So there are two ways. At first, it could be some people are very aware of their suffering. So they come, I have this issue or that problem. They are in pain. So that's very easy.
Yes.
We're dealing with a conscious pain, which is the 5%. Now, when it's unconscious, do you know muscle checking? It's like I use the power of, I don't use the real muscle checking.
Yeah, okay.
I don't do that, but it's like the weight of the hand changes. So I have a way to communicate with your higher self that knows and remembers everything and knows your unconscious blocks.
Yes.
And I have also created a protocol to actually explore your unconscious mind.
Wow.
So that I go and you are guiding me through your higher self. What is the next step that is going to be the fastest, the easiest way to reach the deepest blocks that you have? And you don't have to remember any of them.
Wow. Fascinating. Are you going to be training other practitioners in your method? Because I know I have a lot of practitioners who have a lot of clients who might be interested in this.
Yes, actually, we have created the MAP Coaching Institute, and we are just beginning to train.
Oh, terrific. Will that be in the United States or?
Yes, I am French, but I live in Houston. Good news.
Boy, the French don't know Houston, huh?
No.
How's Houston for you? You like it up there?
Yeah, I love it actually. I am in a forest of pine trees, which is really
beautiful.
surprising.
Yeah.
But I have a large lot. You know how Texas, everything is big.
Yeah, lots of land.
So I love that.
I'll put you in touch with someone I know out there actually who's working with children.
Oh,
So now here's another related question. You mentioned pain.
yes.
There's a lot of people who are in physical pain, which I would imagine is mental. The brain is beating them up. Does this help people who have physical pain?
Yes, because every pain of the body, usually every organ of the body is connected with an emotion. If you study Chinese medicine, for example, the lungs and the fear of death, there is always a metaphorical connection between every organ and their meanings, and your body might be expressing its emotional and inner conflicts through the body.
Yes.
So there is actually a whole method that we're using in my work to find out what is the emotional component of the pain.
Okay. Because I know, and you might have witnessed this as a practitioner, a lot of people are addicted to pain medication right now. In the United States, seems to be going, and it may start with a back surgery, but then or something like that. But then when I do their readings in their chart, they're complaining about back pain. But I say, your soul's been in pain for lifetimes. I think this back pain is a manifestation of this ancient pain. So I feel like a technique like yours might be helpful for people like that.
Especially that we also treat past life.
Okay.
Because your higher self knows and remembers all your lives.
Okay.
And for me, every life is parallel. It's like happening now anyway.
Yes.
We're all interconnected. Right. So we have access to past lives, which is really great.
And you go ahead and do that. So how does one find out if someone wants to know more about you, how do we find out about you?
The MAP, M-A-P, coachinginstitute.com.
Okay, and I'll put it up on the screen when we do this. And are you going to be, when do you start teaching practitioners?
We already do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
In Houston?
Yes, in Houston.
How long would that involve for a person if they were to go out there and train with you?
It's a 7-day intensive as a kickoff, if you want, and then for 6 months of support over the phone. So they can come and fly in, but after that for 6 months we support them twice a month with supervision, question and answers, advanced techniques, everything that we discover, the latest news, etc. And then there is a certification exam.
Okay, well that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to come out and see you, and I might even go into your practice and learn, because I just want to know as much as I can. I think it's wonderful. And folks, I'm actually going to do a session with her, and I'll report on the air how it worked out for me, but not on the air. Yeah, I don't want to start breaking down the air. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.